Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for checking out the video. Southside Braves here. And today for you I got my draft analysis video for the FBL, the Final Battle League. It's a brand new league I was invited to be a participant of. It is their first ever season, so I'm super excited about that. You'll see a bunch of coaches that you're familiar with on my channel at this point that I've battled quite a few times. The commissioners of this league, I believe, are Bishmi and Kiwi. Bishmi we're definitely very familiar with. Kiwi we've been in a couple leagues with at this point. So again, my memory sucks how many times I've battled each person, but I have played both of them before. Some other coaches you'll be familiar with are Sosa, he's in here. Coach Nue, Amungus. I'm just scrolling through the list. Prater, we've been in a few leagues with now at this point. You know him. PWD's finest is actually coached by both Arts and Bloud, so we know both them. So a bunch of coaches we're familiar with, along with some new ones that I'm not as familiar with. So super excited about the league. I'm a little late getting this analysis video out. It's supposed to be out last week. Finally getting caught up on a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to have this up today, and then hopefully my week 1 battle will be up tomorrow night. So hopefully I get both those done on time. Either the battle up same day as this or the day after. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Take a look at the team I'm bringing. If you've seen one of these before, for me, I don't really go into too much detail about each pick. I kind of just use this as a team introduction, show you who I got, and yeah. That being said, my first pick in the draft was actually Togekiss. Some of the first picks in the draft were dragons, so I wanted to get a strong fairy right off the bat, and I love Togekiss. You can do some really cheesy stuff with it, so hopefully I can actually maybe flinch hack somebody out. I know it's kind of rage-inducing, but kind of fun when you're on the Togekiss end of it. But yeah, so Togekiss was my first pick here. Gave us the ground immunity and a fairy right off the bat. So I did not go with like the highest point. The draft here was like point totals and tiers and stuff. I did not go with the highest point total mon right off the bat. I was one of the lower point total first round picks. But I got a mon I wanted, and I grabbed it. Next up, we went ahead and grabbed Neato King. I have not rocked my mascot very often, and when I have, it has not worked real well. We're going to make Neato King work this time. Neato King is going to be a very strong member of our team. I'm determined to make that happen. We're going to finally get our mascot to work. That's all I really got to say about that. I got a flying and a ground type right away, so 2 immunities that you definitely want, and 2 good mons. So mascot's coming in this season, and he's going to put in some work. Next up, we went and got somebody that I've drafted more often than I would like to say I have. It's Ferrothorn. I find him as a very annoying Pokemon, but he's fit on multiple of my teams now. Thought he was a good fit here. Kind of give me that steel type to go with Togekiss. So at this point, everyone knows what Ferrothorn is and what it does. So I mean, there he is for my team. Moving on with my next pick, which was actually my highest point total pick of the draft, we went Terrakion. So he's my highest point total mon. He's kind of supposed to be my offensive anchor in a way, if that makes some sense. He's the biggest threat on my team in most people's eyes. I've never really used Terrakion. I think I've had him at least in 1 league, maybe twice, but it's been a while. And I'm pretty sure the last league I had in it kind of fell apart, and the league kind of disbanded after 3 or 4 weeks. So hopefully we get Terrakion going, and I'm able to utilize it to its fullest potential. So we shall see. After that, we got another mon I've used once before, maybe twice. Another mon I have no idea how to say its name, Busfelion. No idea if that's right or not. I'm going to be calling him Ghost Clown. But yeah. Ghost Fire with a very offensive mon, very low defenses. I mean, again, kind of know what this is. If it works, it can wreck some teams if they don't plan for it. If it doesn't work, it really doesn't work. So, I mean, this is going to be a mon that I don't bring every week. Even though it's one of my higher point total mons, I do not think it'll come every week. But the weeks where it does come, I expect a lot of work from it. So that's kind of how I see this mon with my round 5 pick. Moving on to round 6, it's a very stable mon on most of my teams. Some of you have had quite a lot. That is Rotom Wash. I've said it many times in draft. I love having a Rotom on my team. Whichever one it is. Obviously, you want Rotom Wash or Rotom Heat. But Mo, Fan's my least favorite, but what's the Rotom Frost? I'll take any of them. I always like having a Rotom, and I got my favorite Rotom on this team. I like Wash over Heat. I know you can go either way with those two, but I personally prefer Rotom Wash. I got him on the team. Good anchor, good pivot. So I mean, Rotom Wash, I really think ties his team together so far with my top 6. Moving on to my 7th pick. That is Sableye. So the Trickster Mon here, Sableye, has been very annoying when I've gone up against it in the past. Once again, it's kind of Trickster. Want to put some status effects on Mons. Certain matchups, Sableye can come in clutch for me. Good typing. That Ghost Dark type is very nice to have. So, if nothing else, having Sableye, he's one of those low tier Mons I think a lot of people like to pick up. So even if I don't use Sableye well, or even very often, not allowing my opponents to draft him is nice, because like I said, I think he's one of those lower tier Mons that you see go quite a bit. So I'm going to try to make Sableye work. He can be very effective, again, in some matchups against certain opponents. So we'll see how much use I get out of Sableye here with my 7th pick. Moving on to pick number 8. This was not my original pick 8. This was my one change after the draft. I looked at my team and saw I had a big ghost weakness. No resistances, couple weaknesses. So I needed a normal type. I had to go get a normal type somewhere. So I went ahead and switched out for Snorlax. One of the OG normal types. I've had it before. My favorite Snorlax to run is usually Assault Vest with 4 attacking moves. He has a great move pool. So, but you can do a lot of different things with Snorlax. You can run the rest set. You can run, like I said, I like AV with 4 attacks. But lots of different things you can do with Snorlax. We'll see exactly how it does this season. Curse-Lax is another good set with Curse and everything. So, hopefully I can bring a couple different variants of Snorlax and get a ton of work out of it. We'll see. But that is my 8th Mon on my team, and that is Snorlax. Moving on to pick number 9, and my most controversial pick of the draft, it sounds like, and that is Flapple. So I mentioned it when I took Ferrothorn. That had a nice Fairy Steel combo at the top. Most of the good dragons kind of went early. So I'm like, I do want a dragon. At this point in the draft, I didn't have a ton of points left. So I went for a low tier dragon. We got Flapple. Do I think Flapple is the best Mon in the world? No. Do I think Flapple can have some matchups where he puts in work? Maybe. I want to make Flapple work because it's gotten some hate here and there. So we're going to try to make Flapple work. I love Flapple in Dynamax leagues. I think Flapple's a great Dynamax Mon. But in a non-Dynamax league like this, we're going to try to make work. Hustle Flapple, like I said, can do some damage to things. They can hurt some things. But one ice move and it's gone. And relying on Hustle is always unfortunate. So we'll see. I want to get Flapple to work at least a couple times this season. Pick up a couple multi-kill games. We'll see, though. But I do have Flapple here with the 9th pick. And my last pick, because you could either get 10 or 11 Mons. I almost always go with the lower amount and get the higher points. So our 10th Mon here is Blastoise. A lot of people were stunned I could get him in round 10. Blastoise was still available. I don't usually see Blastoise last that long, so seeing him still around in round 10, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to snag him up. Give me another Rapid Spinner. Give me something I can Shell Smash if need be. Can be physical or special. Just Blastoise is a good utility Mon. I don't exactly know how I want to utilize Blastoise with this roster. Trying to think of matchups where Blastoise can work with Rotom Washer as well. So there's a couple different things I can do with Blastoise. I'm just looking at my roster now as I'm saying it and how exactly I want to utilize Blastoise. We shall see, but he'll definitely come in use in a few matchups, if not. I expect to bring him probably more often than not as my 10th pick. You usually don't see your 10th Mon all that often. I think Blastoise will make quite a few appearances, but we'll see. I like having him there in round 10. So this is the roster for your Nashville Nidokings in the first season of the FBL, the Final Battle League. Super excited. I love getting in leagues from the ground up when they're first starting. So I plan on making this the first league I ever win. I have not won a league before. Made playoffs quite a few times. By quite a few, I mean 4 or 5. But yeah, I plan on winning this league and being their first ever champion, and have it be my first championship. So any coaches watching this, good luck to you. But I plan on coming through with the dub here. So yeah, that's the Nashville Nidokings, your future champions of the FBL. Super excited for it. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. That's all I got here. Like I said, look out for my week 1 match either same day as this comes out or the very next day, hopefully. I have it mostly ready to go. It's already been recorded, already been battled. But yeah, it should be ready to go. All that being said, please like and subscribe to the video and the channel if you did enjoy, if you're looking forward to the season for the Nashville Nidokings. And make sure you check out that week 1 battle when it comes out. Check out some of my other videos. Much appreciated when you do that. And all that being said, hope you all have a good day and a good night. And I'll catch you all in a future video. Bye, guys.